me. And as you guys know, we try to get the betting segment in before Sunday, obviously. But we're trying to make we're trying to make it on Fridays. As everybody who is following the NFL, you know that some of these games ain't getting played Saturday, Sunday. Not some of them ain't being played Monday. So also we got Mike on the mic coming on here, and we're going to be introducing our new friend Eric. Towards after we get through these couple of segments, I'm going to take a link. I'm going to put it in the comment section. Anyone watching live wants to hop on anywhere, come on. We want to talk to you. So, all right, Brando, let's start it out. These bets are at BetUS, guys. That's where we get our lines. That's because they're nice and convenient, and they pay good, and they give us great, deals. So why don't you start us off, Brandon? Tell us what the lines are, what games are happening.
It's ever changing this week. I mean, guys are going on and off a COVID list. They're changing games. I mean, I'm sure as everybody knows, the time we're going live with this, we've already had 3 games moved. One to Monday, and what do we got? 2 Tuesday games coming up next week.
I don't even know, bro. It's
it
might be a Wednesday game.
Yeah. So
it,
I mean, and the same thing with the lines. They're going to change rapidly. My recommendation is if you're going to play any game,
wait till the last minute.
Wait till you really know who's playing, who's in, who's out.
COVID is running rampant. COVID's running rampant all over the NFL,
this isn't
NBA.
Even one of the weeks that if you see a line that you really like and you're like, oh, I better get it at this before it changes. Don't do that because it's going to change for a reason.
Oh, you mean like I already did? You talking about what I did earlier? And I sent you? Yeah, I know. Those parlays are looking shaky right now. So
who knows? Tomorrow you could wake up and everything look great for you again. So
listen, maybe one of these games get canceled and they kill that parlay, and I don't lose that $10 I was betting.
Wishful thinking.
All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get into all of the insane news, not just with the Dolphins guys, but with everyone else. Mike on the mic's got a lot put together on that, and then but first we'll go ahead and rattle off some of these lines, buddy.
Quickly, like I said, we're just going to go through them. A lot of these I really don't like right now. Like I said, I'm going to wait until, basically prior to kickoff on a lot of these. But the first one is the only game left now for tomorrow, the Saturday night game. We got the Patriots and Indy. We got Indy as a 2.5 point favorite that I've seen last. It's bounced between 2.5 to 3. Once again, I honestly think the wrong side's favored here as much as,
I don't listen. Here. I don't have any faith in the Patriots offense. I know that they beat Buffalo and they've beaten teams, and I get it.
Listen, Indy's been hyperinflated this year. They've got the great run game, obviously, but if you look at their wins, I mean, it was against Houston.
I know.
It was against the Jaguars.
I know.
It was against the New York. I mean, we're talking. They really beat some bottom feeders here, and
but I feel like
I buy more into New England's defense than I do.
Well, in their coaching and stuff, I get you, but I gotta say, man, New England's been getting lucky, and I think this is the week they get caught, and rightfully so.
I thought the same thing last week, and I bet it, and I lost. So. Well, if I was to play anything, I would just sprinkle just a little bit.
What's the line?
Patriots money line. That's what I would play. You're getting a little bit of plus odds. I seen it at plus.
What's the total on the points?
I did not remember.
I thought it was like 42.5. So I think
there's a lot of low lines this week.
There really is. There really is.
I mean, we're going to be seeing a lot of practice squad players throughout the week on all these games.
Yeah.
Guys that were just signed.
Who's
on
the next
Wednesday. Game? We got Carolina, Buffalo. That's going to be in Buffalo. Right now I'm seeing a 13-point, favorite.
I might take Carolina with those points.
I want to lay them. I have zero faith. I have zero faith in Carolina right now.
Listen, I have no faith in Carolina, but I don't know. I don't think what's his name, the receivers.
13's a big number.
It is a big number. And not only that, Buffalo has just looked distraught lately, man. They've
They're
kind of
keeping
come
them
back down to
close.
earth. I know, but
Yeah.
they've kind of come back down to earth a little bit. They're not running off to the Super Bowl like everyone anticipated.
Well, so far we're definitely betting against each other on the first 2 games.
That's usually how
I
it
take
goes
New
with you
England,
and I.
I know it's true. New England and Buffalo. So we'll go ahead and keep track at the end of the week and see who did
Yeah.
what.
What's the next
Then we
one?
got Miami Jets. Obviously, our big game. I don't know if you want to hold off on this one, but right now I'm seeing, obviously, Dolphins are favored here, but 10 points is a pretty big number. With Waddle out now and Holland out,
I think
who
10 points
knows?
is
They
the
may come
perfect
back.
number. I think 10
It,
points is the perfect number, man.
it's a
So
big number. So
it's a
I
perfect
mean,
number to bet. I'm gonna take the over. As you know, I got that prop bet
that's on.
where
Yeah, set
yeah,
between 7 to 10. You got
yeah. No,
Dolphins winning
it
by.
was 7 and 12. 7 and
Oh
12
yeah,
they
I'm
gave me.
sorry. 7 to 12. So
I hope to get that. I'm getting plus
you got good money.
375. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
I know
got
it's gonna
good
be
odds
good.
on that.
I know. I
So
took that quick. So what's the next game?
after that, we got Dallas Giants. Dallas favored by 11 here.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's a no play. I don't have a
Yeah,
feel on that game. You don't know
I
what
mean
Dallas team you're getting from week to
I
week.
I think you don't know what Giants team you're getting from week to week.
Yep.
I mean, Saquon
I'm
Barkley
gonna lay
shows up
off
out
of
of
it. I
nowhere.
don't
I
have a
ain't.
feel.
Yep, me neither,
You
bro.
feel the same way, so we'll
I
pass on that.
I don't like it.
All right, and then after that, we got Tennessee Pitt. Pittsburgh is actually favored by a point here.
Last I saw it was
Um,
even. Last I saw it was even.
last I saw it was a point, but either way, I mean, we're talking a point spread here.
I'm
What do you
betting
think?
Pittsburgh. I'm betting Pittsburgh because I want Pittsburgh to win because I don't want Tennessee to win. I want, trying to
Okay.
find my calculations go to what favors the Dolphins, and sometimes
Okay.
my money goes that way. So
Yeah. Well, I'm taking Tennessee here, and I'll take the point, or even if we'll call it, between us, a friendly one. We'll just do it as a pick'em game. You take Pitt, I'll take Tennessee. So once again, we're going to see at the end of the week who
all right,
have what here.
all right. So go
Um,
ahead.
After that, we got Houston, Jacksonville. Ooh, that's going to be ugly game.
Listen. Jacksonville's first of
Jacksonville's
all, I heard a
favored
stat.
by
I know,
5 points.
and they're gonna gobble up that favor. They're gonna win by 10 or more points. I was listening to 5 Reasons Sports Network on Dono Daily today, and he goes,
Yeah.
he goes, he was so funny. He's like, Vegas ain't fucking around. All right, that's exactly how he said it too. It was pretty funny. But name me a team that doesn't have a bounce back win after the coach gets fired. Do you know they're going to galvanize? Guys
Yeah.
were not taking it serious. No one was really playing football. And let's get real, these guys are pros and they're a young team, so they're going to look for a chance
It's
to
in
prove themselves.
Jacksonville. I think the fans are going to be there to support them after
And
all.
Houston's
the
got
BS.
no heart right now, bro. Their whole team is in
They have fought
disarray.
well for that coach, even though I
They
don't
have, but
understand it.
not well
But
enough, bro. I mean, they've
yeah,
been blown out, what, 3 times or 2 times this year? Blown out. So
I know.
So I think they're gonna Jacksonville is gonna get a little bit of the sunshine love, dog. I think. So what's the next one you got?
All right. After that, we got Cardinals on Lions. It's also a 13-point spread. I'm sure you can guess who's favored there.
Not the Lions.
So, do you have a feel on this game? Because I don't. It's in Detroit. I don't know if that makes much of a difference here.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know
I'm staying off that game.
D-Hop's supposed to be out that game. I don't know, man.
I'm laying off of it.
I'm laying off that too because it seems like a sucker's bet. You could be up by 2 touchdowns and then they don't care. And next thing you know, you lose your bet because they got inside the 13. So
yeah. So I'm staying away. After that, we got Atlanta and San Francisco. Now, as a Dolphin fan, I guess we want Atlanta to win this, but
yeah,
they're a 10-point dog here.
I could see Atlanta. I put Atlanta
Since
plus
San
the
Fran,
points.
they're traveling West Coast. I believe it's a 4:00 game. So
I took in my parlay. I took them plus the points.
you took that one?
I did in my parlay, and I have a
Atlanta?
I could see Atlanta winning this game. Atlanta's sneaky.
I'm staying away from this one
Atlanta's
too.
sneaky as hell, bro. Every time you turn around, they're winning a game. I mean, they have one of those 3 really good weapons go off between the rookie and Pitts, or Calvin Ridley or Cordell Patterson,
Is
who's
Ridley
on my
even
fantasy.
playing anymore? What's going on with
I don't even think he's playing. No, I don't. But I'm saying, it seems like one of those 3 weapons comes through, which Ridley isn't now, but to win them a game. So I got my money on on them.
I'm laying off of this one, but hey, you got that in your parlay?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
well, they gave it in one of those. They had like a thingy, and on BetUS, guys, they do. Once you start making bets, you get invited to these really cool programs where they go make a 3-game parlay, $10 buy-in, and there's a lot of money gets broken down between the winners. So you can really win big money depending on how many people lose their 3-game parlay. It's really cool, man. I think the last I saw, they pull it together and break it up to all the winners. And last I saw, it was just under $10,000 in that pot.
Do you have to pick the games that they give you?
No, you can pick any 3 parlay. You can pick from any sport if you want.
Yeah.
Like you can go between women's tennis. They can go to women's tennis, women's basketball, and then an NFL game.
That'd be a hell of a parlay there. All right, so let's move on. We're almost done with this. We got next game. I got Cincinnati and Denver. Denver's actually favored by a field goal here. It's in Denver. I guess that's going to play into it. I don't know what the weather's going to be. I imagine pretty cold. But what do you feel on this game?
I would take Cincy all day,
Me
bro.
too.
I like Cincy.
Agree on.
I think Cincy's going to win that division. Honestly, I don't see
division.
Yeah, I think they could hold out. I know that Baltimore's sitting atop right now, but
I believe they said Lamar's good to go, right, with that ankle.
I hear you. I hear you, but I don't know, man. I look at situations like this from every angle, and I think Lamar's not too upset if they miss the playoffs this year because they need to pay Lamar. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to show them what this team looks like without Lamar. So,
after that, we got like I said, that was actually the first game we agreed on, that Cincy game.
So, yeah.
That's scary. That means you should probably take Denver, guys. Beyond that, we got the Saints. We got Tampa.
I took the Saints. I took the Saints plus the points. That's part of my parlay.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. You're right.
Yeah, you know what, man?
Oh yeah, that Taysom Hill versus Tom Brady. That's what everybody in the league's dying to watch.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that show. Oh my goodness. No, but I think when a week like this with the holidays, COVID running rampant, I know New Orleans just lost their coach to COVID just now. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he tested positive for COVID. But as you told me earlier, now it's on the NFL's changed the rule. It's not 2 negative tests. Yep. It's only 1 negative test, and then you could do it, which makes more sense because if you're COVID vaccinated and you then test and you're asymptomatic and test negative, why am I needing to take a second test? So I don't understand that. But
none of it seems to make sense to me.
But
and then after that, we got the Monday night game. Even if they paid me to watch it, I'm just not interested. But we got Vikings Bears.
Vikings should walk through the Bears,
games, man. Yeah,
I can't either.
It's actually only a 6-point spread right now.
It's weird when the Bears don't have an elite. When the Bears don't have an elite defense, they're hard to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And listen, that special teams was basically the only hope they had against Green Bay last week. You can't count on that again. I agree with you. I think
you mean Jakeem Grant?
Yeah, I know, right? What did we get for him? What was it, like a stale bag of potato chips and
and a half drink soda?
Okay, all right, yeah, solid deal. But
yeah, it's all good, man. You know what?
I know. I think it was more of the money they were paying him.
I think it was more the position that they wanted other people to play. It was moving on a 5'6" guy. And listen, I love Jakeem Grant. I love the
He was
story.
good for at least 1 or 2 punt returns or kick
Bro,
returns every
he'll
year.
probably play another 3 or 4 years, bounce around, and you'll see him pop up, and he'll be worth every dime he gets. Before you know it, buddy
Good
made
for him.
$30
He's gonna,
million.
I was just about to say he's gonna have a nice little bank account
Dude,
at the end
and
of
he's
this.
got like 6 kids or something like that. He got a bunch of kids, so and God bless him, man. Good for him, man. He seems like such a great dude. I hope I get to meet that cat someday. Is that so? That's it. What game moved
The
to
other
Tuesday?
ones we got the games that moved was Washington, Philly, and then we got that
Philly gonna
Browns
beat
game.
that ass, bro. Philly's gonna beat Washington's ass. Mark my words.
I didn't even see. I guess by the time I looked at it, they pulled the game. I didn't even see spreads on it. We'll have plenty of time. Hell, that game's now 4 or 5 days away.
Philly's gonna be a dangerous team next year. If they stick with the quarterback they got and this plethora of picks, they're gonna be pretty damn dangerous, bro. They're gonna be pretty damn dangerous.
Luckily, they're in a garbage division.
That's what I'm saying. They'll win their division, no problem. And
why
then
can't
they
the
just
Dolphins sneak into like an NFC?
Bro, we've been
East
looking
or
at an NFC division that's crappy for years, going, God, just give us like NFC something. But whatever. Something.
Whatever, man.
And that's it. All right,
that's
so look,
pretty much it for us right now.
Yeah, and guys, stay tuned because we may come in before some of these games. Brandon and I discussed potentially calling some of these games this week live. We need to get at it.
Maybe the Monday, Tuesday games.
Yeah, we'll
You're
figure it out.
You're busy at the game on Sunday, so
I am, and maybe I'll do something because I'm gonna be live at that game. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure this out at the stadium.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure to like, subscribe. I totally missed that bit. I was supposed to tell everybody to do that, but like, subscribe. Make sure to catch the show because Sunday we'll be, grilling out. You get to check out the grill. I'm gonna be bringing people around to come say hi.
All around good time.
All around good time. If you're there at the stadium, come find me. I'm the only dude, hopefully, with a purple flag. So, and the Dolphins thing. I know. And listen, done by design, bro. It sticks out. So
yeah, that's true.
And free food and games, prizes. I
believe you're giving away
trivia.
Some cards too.
Bro,
a couple cards there. Hopefully, you got little kids, man. Bring them over.
Got some kids. You're hungry. Come grab a bumper sticker. Got a bumper sticker for you guys. Got some prizes. I got some swag. I'm giving away some bags. Just all kinds of stuff. Come by. Have a beer. Have a drink. Do whatever. Just say hi. With that, we're gonna bring on Mike on the mic. You guys met Mike yesterday, and then after Mike, Eric's going to come on. We're going to chop it up with Eric. We're going to introduce you guys to him real quick. I've been talking to him on Facebook. We've been in contacts for a couple weeks now. Eric has been such a cool cat that I knew that he would be great to bring on. I could just tell just by seeing him and interact with the other Dolphin groups that is just a genuine dude and just kind of like how Mike's going to be. So here you go, Mike. Let's see. Booyah. There it goes. What's up, Mike?
There he is.
Hey, what up?
Welcome back.
All swagged out in his horns and shit.
Yep. Hey, guys, what's up? Go ahead.
So, Mike, you got some tidbits from around the NFL of why these teams are looking like shit and why these games are passed around and everything like that.
Lay it on us, man.
Lay it on us, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna call this Backyard Bits with Mike on the mic. And first of all, I want to touch on a couple of the things y'all mentioned real quick. D-Hop is out for the year. Damian Harris is going to be out for the Patriots. So Ramondre Stevenson is going to be – he's a stud, so he's going to get some more playing time. The Jets activated Michael Carter, so he'll be I think he'll actually pose a little bit of a problem for everybody. And then you were right, El Capitano. The 3 weapons, but there's actually 4 in Atlanta. It was Russell Gage and Orlando Zaccheaus. Russell Gage is actually quietly putting up one heck of a year when he stepped in, and he's been awesome. But the Jags and Houston game, my last thing, and I'll get to my stuff.
Okay.
I mark my words, if you play fantasy football daily, Trevor Lawrence, James Robinson, and Marvin Jones Jr. are all going to have big days because –
Listen, Trevor Lawrence – in the last, I think it was 8 games or something like that. And I heard this on the Dono Daily Show. He's only had like 1 passing touchdown in the last like 8 games. that shit stops
It's almost
this week.
impossible.
Yep.
For a kid that we can see that can have
I
that
don't
flick of that
care.
wrist, that boy
Yeah.
can crank it, dude. I don't know what the hell's been going on in Jacksonville. So that shit stops now.
So and then real quick on the NFL postponements, the Browns and the Raiders is now Monday at 5 Eastern.
Okay.
Washington football team Eagles is Tuesday at 7 Eastern. And then the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams is Tuesday at 7 Eastern as well. They're going to play both games like they would on a Sunday morning. Yeah, that Seattle Rams game, they got hit hard with Ramsey and
yeah, I saw the Rams.
How convenient for the NFL. They're like, oh
I know,
no,
they love it.
COVID.
They
Oh, wait
love
a
it.
minute. We're just gonna put football on every week during Christmas week.
So
We're gonna have
much
a
money.
Bro,
Yep.
guys are geniuses. They see a
Yep.
problem and they're like, good.
And like I said, man,
Yes.
with the betting now going across the league and they're backing it, now I don't care who's playing. If it's the only NFL game on, people are going to bet it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They want that. They want
And
more eyes on it.
the way the live betting is getting more and more advanced,
Yeah.
bro, it's gonna be boom chicka boom right from your friggin' phone, man, and give you lines, and bro, it's gonna be a whole new world. And that honestly, guys, that's what's gonna push this from being an American sport to being a worldwide sport. It's what it is, man. It's you want to make money, gotta have money, boy. You want to make money, gotta have money. So the NFL got money, bro. Let's get real.
Yep. And a couple more things. COVID reinstatement for our Dolphins. Myles Gaskin and Salvin Ahmed, they came back today to practice. And if Javon Holland and Jalen Waddle are both vaccinated and they test negative tomorrow, they can play Sunday. That's money if that happens. That's just
bro. We get both those boys back.
Well, like I said, I saw they changed the protocol. It's not even two negative tests. They changed
it's just one.
Just one.
Yep.
For vaccinated players.
Donald Parham Jr., if anybody that watched that game last night, he took a nasty hit. His head hit the ground like that. Made me cringe. I couldn't watch it more than once, but he is diagnosed with just a concussion. So that's really, really good news. He's going to be released to go home out of the hospital today, I think. And then
Jeez, what a tough son of a bitch, bro. Holy cow, they're just a concussion. He didn't paralyze himself or nothing. That guy looks like he was
when they stretchered him off.
Yeah,
the guys tried to give a thumbs up.
No,
he was still shaking and tensed up. That was scary, man.
What a badass.
Yep. And then random, but it happened in Florida. LT Lawrence Taylor was arrested for not registering as a sex offender. Just some random, you bring him back in.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Bro,
Mike
on the mic coming out strong, bro.
Hey, another one. OJ's free. He's off probation and all that.
Watch out, Brandon Bookie trying to one up you, Mike.
But my last segment, then we gotta get into this little round table. Records are meant to be broken, so I got a few of them that I'm tracking this year. In 2012, Calvin Johnson set the record for most receiving yards, and through 13 games, he had 96 catches for 1,546 yards and 5 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp goes into this week's game with 113 catches, 1,489 yards, and 12 touchdowns. So I think he's on pace. If one more big game puts him, he's only about 57 yards behind, I believe.
And he gets like 14 targets a game, dude.
They
always go at that guy.
So I'm actually watching his yards record, and 113 through 13, man. Realistically, that's only 50 or 60 catches away from breaking the reception record too. So he could break he could have a monster season with the 17th game. It makes all these a lot more possible.
Oh my God, what a story that Cooper Kupp is too, man.
Dude,
his whole deal, bro.
Phenomenal.
Listen, Megatron was a monster too.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. And then last night, Herbert broke he's already set the passing yards record through his first 2 games, or 2 seasons. So he's going to just expand on that. Last night, he took over Dan Marino's total touchdown record through 2 seasons of 71. So he's just going to make that bigger.
Just twisting the knife, bro.
Dude,
just
still more impressive with Marino back in those days.
Oh, dude, Marino's release is still, I mean, that flip of the wrist he was talking about.
Broken,
the best. Yep.
It ain't broken in my
eyes,
man.
And a hometown record for our Dolphins. Anquan Bolden's rookie record of 101 catches through 16 games. He had 79 through week 13. Jalen Waddle has 86 through week 13. So that's more.
Oh, man, that's a slaughter too, bro.
If Waddle misses this game, it's going to basically put it to 16 games too. So we're apples
it's only
to apples here.
Yeah, but it's only 15 catches in the last 2 games, and I mean he's getting 8 to 12 targets. I just
Oh
think
no,
that.
no, I'm
No,
just
no, no,
saying,
no.
so
He's
people
saying,
can't say,
Oh,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
yeah,
saying?
when it's a
Because they're both
17
doing
game
16.
season.
Yeah.
All
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
guys.
So apples to apples.
All
Yeah.
right, so now that we're getting into the NFL thing and we'll get on to Dolphins, Jets, and stuff like that, we're gonna bring Eric on here. And like I said, guys, I met Eric through Facebook. He follows me on Facebook and the group page, the Fins Tailgate page. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, I have no idea how the hell you're watching me. So let me know. Or Twitch, which I'm looking at right now. Twitch is having a problem. So if you're watching this and you're on Twitch, you're the only one. All right, guys, this is Eric. What's up,
There he
Eric?
goes. What's up, Eric? What's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Living the dream, man.
Yeah, I love that hat, brother. I got it right here.
Right on.
Yeah,
Nice.
did you see that blacked out dolphin hat? What you got? Nice, brother. Nice. Got it all tatted out and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a little
Yep. So, what did y'all think? Could they hear us backstage?
Yeah, you could hear us, right?
Oh yeah, the whole
Yeah.
time, the whole time.
All right,
Okay,
so
cool.
so Eric, all right, so let's go over this, man. And you said, the betting is not so much your bag, but you follow it like a good sports fan should. What do you think of this week, man, with all this COVID protocol, all this just complete topsy-turviness, and then we'll get on to some Dolphin talk. What do you think of the state of the NFL in week 15 right now, brother?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is crazy,
going
man.
back to last year.
Yeah, I would have to say, man, that it's
just
definitely
crazy how it all came out of nowhere. It seemed like the first 13 weeks of the season,
there was a
Everyone-
player.
nobody talked about it. There was nothing, and it's just like
It's
all of a
the
sudden
new,
with the player test.
The new Omnicron, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then it'll be the Nomnicron here directly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it'll be the Necronomicon cron here directly for all you Evil Dead fans, guys. If you guys know what's good, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on to some Dolphins talk, guys.
Yeah.
Dolphins Jets this week. We all feel pretty good because it's the Jets, and the Jets are the dredges of the AFC East right now, right where they belong. And Eric, why don't you let me know what you think of this team in its state? Flo, Tua, tell us what you think, brother.
I think we're moving in the right direction. The beginning of the year, I had my doubts. I had my doubts about Tua's durability, and but over the past couple weeks, on this winning, I guess winning cures everything, right?
Don't
Yeah.
it?
With him coming back and looking like he does, his quick release, I think he looks good. I think he could be something.
Yeah, he definitely has figured out how to make this offense work. Quick timing, quick decisions, and anyone who's paying close attention can see that.
If he had an offensive line and a running game, he'd be dangerous.
Bro, if as he was in Alabama.
We just need to get that for him. We just need to get that for him, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but as he's proven that he can make a bad offensive line work and no running backs or running games work, or at least no consistency, because I like Myles Gaskin. I mean, I love Myles Gaskin, but
So on the topic of making a bad O-line work, that was one of the Tua haters, the ones that were on the Watson side of things. That was their biggest point, was he can make this offensive line work because he's Deshaun Watson, because he's going to escape, he's going to extend the play, whatever.
Yeah.
Tua's got a release of, like we talked about it the other day, 2.3 seconds, and he's got no time. I mean, excuse me, Liam Eichenberg is getting pancaked on the wrong side of the line, and then whoever they put at left guard, he ain't working, and then Dieter just got released. We thought he might be something, but yeah, for him to be doing what he's doing, it should just shut up all the Watson stands because and the Tua haters, because he literally, he's doing something remarkable, and it's still. Everybody wants to hate on him still, man.
We talked about it last
these
show.
4 games will really do a lot, because, I mean, he looks amazing, but he's done it against some bottom feeders for sure. if he can show out against the Saints defense, against the
Mhm.
Titans, and then regardless if we're
Take us
playing
home
to get
against
in
the
the playoffs or
Patriots.
not, yeah, regardless if that's a win and you're in or whatever
Tua
game,
hasn't lost when he
it's gonna show
started
a
and
lot.
played against Bill Belichick, and hopefully that continues all the way to the end of this year.
Might be one of the
Yeah.
only young quarterbacks to be able to say that too.
Oh yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yep. So
What about you, Eric? What do you think, bud?
Still worry about his durability. That's the
Same.
big question.
It is.
I think he's got the skill set to make things happen. He's got a great accuracy. He's got a quick release, but can he withstand a 16, 17 game season?
That's
Yeah.
true. Obviously not, because he hasn't for 2 years now.
Hey, let him
Man.
wear a flak vest. He might.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know.
I mean,
He's
Tua's never made a
I mean, if
full
Jesse
season
Davis
going
didn't
back
let
to
him
high
get
school.
pancaked,
what is that,
Yeah.
Eric?
I said if Jesse Davis didn't let him get pancaked and break his rib,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not only that, and earlier, Mike, when you were saying about Liam Eichenberg, I think he looks a little light in the ass end.
Oh yeah.
But his technique is on par. I think, good off season, good, get with this weight program, get with these nutritionists. They put it all on the backside of that boy. In about 2 years, we're looking at a potential Pro Bowler there, man. That boy came out hot.
I wanted him, and but he hasn't shown. And I think you're right. I mean, my wife's fantasy football team name is NFL Butts Drive Me Nuts a couple years ago, and he ain't got one of those to drive her nuts, so it's okay. But no, but yeah, he I see what you're saying. I'm not going to argue with you on that point because it's valid. It's just the fact that not one of them have figured it out. Austin Jackson, Liam Eichenberg, Jesse Davis. I mean, not one of them have figured it out yet, and they've been mix matching them and moving them around. But you figure with the to be thought of like they are, they got to be able to figure it out by now. I'm getting frustrated with the O-line, but there's so much money to spend in the off season. We'll fix it. I promise.
get a couple of veterans on that line, help these youngsters out.
Yeah,
I think that will do a lot.
I think so too, man. I think a little rotation would do him some justice. It's kind of like how they're letting Noah sit and have the mental reps and observe. And Myles Gaskin said this on my buddy's podcast at Go Time Dolphins. Shout out Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons. He had them on Myles, and Myles said that first year of him sitting and not starting and everything was the best thing for him, that he, got a chance to absorb, because your head's spinning. These are young guys. And especially, that's why I give Liam a lot, because he's a first year guy. And granted, you're a pro now, so you get judged like one, bro. You get paid, you get bitched at. So, and that goes with anybody who got a job. You slacking, you being told about it, bro. But he's I try to, he is young, and they have asked him a lot. He's been shuffled all around this line. And so, but don't be losing me no fucking games or hurting my quarterback, bro. So
yeah.
That's the truth. But I mean, like I said, we'll see. As far as the O-line, I think everybody's the same thing. If we can just survive the season, get through it, don't get to a broken half. I mean, it's kind of the same thing we say every year. Oh, we're just going to throw money at it, or we're going to throw draft picks at it. But I mean, what can you do besides just have hope? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
it should be develop it, and I think that's what we're seeing.
we're getting a new coach. We're getting a new O-line coach. That's
I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know,
that's
man.
the first move I think Flores makes.
I think it should be, but I don't know, because Jean-Pierre was very sought after in a lot of ways by a lot of teams to be their O-line coach. And I don't want to say he did a favor, but he chose the Dolphins. We didn't choose him.
So then it's a talent issue. And if the guys can't play because he's such a good coach, then why are we still trying to put him out there? Like,
I don't know, man. I think they told him to take a bunch of rookies or second year guys and then broke ass Jesse Davis and make this work. And they shuffled every one of them. Robert Hunt's not playing right tackle. He's playing right guard.
Yeah.
They've had, 4 different centers this year? Liam Eichenberg has gone from one end to the other, and Austin Jackson has struggled from inside to out. But everyone's improving. I think they found their homes. Honestly,
just-
I wish Austin could play left tackle. I hope he gets back out there in the offseason and can be that guy. He has the athleticism and the length, bro.
It's
which
all
is the
technique.
most.
It's all
but-
technique.
It's all
with him.
technique. It is. It's all
But
technique.
with the left-handed quarterback, that right side is more important because that's the blind
Yeah.
side.
But
So we
I
got to get a
don't
right
want him.
tackle that's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
the right tackle is going to be Eichenberg. I'm telling you,
I
and
hope so.
I've heard from not only other shows that have had experts on, but a very well-respected
Hey,
show.
we're experts. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like guys that are are in the scouting departments that scout guys.
They just
and
get paid.
From what I'm hearing, is Eichenberg is a right tackle, not a left. He is a right tackle. Body frame, body size, position, technique, and he will be a great right tackle when he can be there. So hopefully, what do you
Sure
think,
hope
Eric?
so, man.
What do you
Well,
think,
that's what
Eric?
we drafted him for.
That's exactly right. That's
Yep.
exactly
Yeah.
right. I think they've
I
They've
still
gone
think
and
we
said-
got the greatest fallback plan on right tackle. If we just can't figure it out, we can't buy it. Whatever happens. I mean, if we got to put Hunt back out there, I think he could be a Pro Bowl tackle.
Hey, he
if-
could be
if that's
eligible
what
to
he
catch.
goes to.
He could be eligible to catch some more
There you
passes.
go. We know he's got hands and a little bit of wiggle. So
Yeah,
He definitely does.
Yep.
I'm
You
never
just
gonna
want to
forget him
eligible
being
on
outside
every
the-
play.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and you know what? And the way the NFL rules is, you gotta state eligibility.
Yeah, you gotta
Thanks,
declare.
appreciate it, bro. Now the
Yeah.
trick plays
Tell everybody.
screwed.
Just go
Yeah.
whisper it. Just go whisper it to him.
Yeah,
No,
right.
because
Well,
they call
they
it
go
up.
over
They're
the-
like,
I
they-
know,
that's the worst part is they literally go on the mic and tell the entire stadium.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
Watch
Hey,
out
look
for
out for
number
this guy.
88 now. Yep, he's eligible. Which not
Watch that
88.
guy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. This
Yeah.
guy and this guy and that guy are all eligible
How
in this
many,
play.
how many players can you announce as eligible on any play?
Well, if you have their hand in the dirt, I think then you have to claim them
I
as
think it's
eligible.
5.
I think you can have
We can get
like 4 or 5.
Every play, like claim as many as we can eligible.
I don't know
Yeah.
why they're not doing it. We got like 18 tight ends on this
Hey.
team. They should be doing it all the time.
If
right?
Robert Hunt's upside down, it's 86. That's an eligible wide receiver number.
Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Like I said, O-line, we can move on from that, but I think we've got some more holes in this team. It's far from perfect, but
Jerome Baker.
Jerome,
I'm ready for him to go. Me and my dad have been tired of him since last year.
really?
Yeah,
I love Jerome Baker.
Man, okay, look, he's a fast and he's a hard hitter, but he misses too many gaps. He misses too many holes that he's supposed to fill, and his pass coverage is not that great. So I just think that that's an upgrade that we make, and it shores up the back end because our safeties and our cornerbacks. Not many teams can say they have
Well,
four
that's our
guys like we
strength.
do.
That's our strength of our team.
Not many people can say they got 4 guys. And if you throw in Nick Needham, we've got 5 guys that are going to start on any team they go to. And I mean, y'all know how I feel about Holland. He's a stud. So
Yep. I mean, like I said, the defense.
Nice.
as
You
Flores
go
is
8 right there.
Yeah,
Don't
right?
hate the 8, boy.
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
As long as Flores is here, though, I'm not going to have much concern with the defense. As long as he's always going to have his hand in it. And like we were talking about last night, I don't care what anybody says. We saw it in that Ravens game. He started
Yeah.
taking over play calling.
Yep.
He did,
Yeah,
and
he did.
it's all changed since then.
You know what? I think
So-
Boyer can do it. I think
I think Boyer does the game planning during the week. He does
That's
the film
exactly right.
breakdown. And
I-
I think
I-
Flores has the feel of a defense. He knows his guys. He knows when to call what.
I
because,
think
I
it's
mean,
just
he
a
lines it up
response. I think it's a response thing. They see flows out there going this play and that play, and they hear it. I think it's just a whole energy deal at that point. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
That I
Flores
think the
is
guys
sincere
believe the
quarterback.
calls.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You know, it's
Yeah.
more like, oh shit, Flo knows this gonna work. What
Yeah.
about you, Eric? What do you think of Flo as far as his command of this football team?
I mean, last year I was all about it. Go with the flow. I thought he was the one that's going to bring us to the promised land. And then with the slow start this year, it made me really
Every
lose
year.
confidence. It's like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? Why are we losing the Jaguars? Why are we losing to the
no, brother.
you
The
know?
Jaguars are swift kicking the nuts, man. They
That
really,
is the
really
one
is.
thing that's frustrating with Flo is every year he starts off slow.
Yeah.
And it ain't
Flow
till
starts
around
off slow.
mid-season. Yeah,
I
right.
mean, you look at the games we lost. If the Raiders game, the pass interference, that was total bullshit. I don't know if I can put stuff on here or
Yeah,
not.
you can cuss all you want, doggy.
Yep.
You
Try
know,
to keep it real here, man.
the Colts game, we got them when they were weak. You
Yes.
know, they were injured. I thought that was a win. And then the Falcons, we could easily be a 10-win team right now, sitting at the
Well,
top.
you notice that a lot of these teams you're naming were weak when we saw them, and then when they beat us, they've been better off since beating us. And that includes the Falcons, that includes the Colts.
Not so
You
much.
gotta think all those also, and a lot of people want to point out on this winning streak, we're beating all basically backups with the exception of Lamar. We also got beaten a lot of those games with our
with a
backup.
backup.
That's
So,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to play both sides of the coin if that's what you're going to do. But as far as starting off slow with Flores, I think a lot of it is not that he just forgets how to coach early in the season. I think that it is the constant switching of coordinators and position coaches and
But that's his fault.
shift.
It seemed like
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I think Flores will learn that he's got to start off hotter, which means maybe getting some consistency with everything. But honestly, it comes down to if you keep the same quarterback and you get a quarterback, if Tua becomes that guy where he can steady the ship early in the season.
Well, we've seen
until we
Tua
get
steady
going.
the ship. I think.
Yes, but I'm talking about in future from starting off the season. If he's that dude, instead of going,
You mean not be injured? You mean not be injured?
Listen, we'll see about that.
Eric, what were you saying?
Go ahead.
I was saying, it seemed like the second Bills game is when it seemed like Flo started making the play calling, and we played pretty well against the Bills the second game, and then after that, it seemed like Flo took over the play calling, and since then we've been just balling out. The defense is back to the way they were last year.
Yep.
Man, that Bills game, they shut down one of the hottest quarterbacks at the time. He was an MVP candidate in everybody's book. Like
Pushed him right off his course, didn't he?
Yeah, I say they shut him down. He still had a hell of a game, but for what he was doing, we were the first team to kind of make him stumble, and then they've been crap since. So,
well, it's kind of like what the Patriots have done over the years, and I hate to, measure us in that way, but they kind of write the playbook on how to play someone back in the times, and now that defense of the Patriots has taken a step back since its departure of Flo, and we get it; it's turnover on the roster, but we can see that. And I watched, like I said, I bet on damn near every game, and I watched damn near as much as I could. And you can see where teams are playing a little bit of our game plan that works. And that's obvious. Everybody does that. It's copycat
Everybody's
league.
doing that against the Ravens now. Since
exactly. Look at how the Ravens have been handled.
Lamar hasn't been the same since that game.
Nope.
Everybody's learned how to play him.
So the only problem with that cover zero, the only weakness, in my opinion, because I'm a defensive guy, I love the blitzing, I love sending guys where you don't know they're coming from, everything. But the only problem with it is if you don't have a Javon Holland and if you don't have a Brandon Jones, if you don't have a Xavier Howard and a Byron Jones, you're not going to be able to play that coverage because they're going to get beat deep damn near every time. You get Tyreek Hill on the edge. If you ain't got Xavier Howard out there covering him and Brandon Jones looking up, covering over the top, he's burning you deep. And not many teams. I mean, that's one of the things about the Dolphins right now is our secondary it's the youngest and brightest I've seen since maybe the 01 Ravens.
So with that statement, it's been structured and planned and bought and put together by a pretty decent GM, I would say. Right? Because the coach and the GM work. It was
Flores
this
knew
GM
that he wanted a strong secondary.
Sure,
he could play with the front then.
But the GM's holding all the cards, man. And I know a lot of people had a lot of hate for Chris Grier. I never faltered on Chris Grier. I've been a Chris Grier supporter. I hope he sticks around because I see what his plan was back when it was tank for Tua, back when he, got rid of Tannenbaum and waited patiently for Ross to see that he's the real brains behind the operation and climbed his way the right way. Chris Grier has and his father was involved, so he is second generation NFL management type, scouting department, everything, and he comes from a Patriots tree long ago as well. But he has built his reputation from the ground up, and it's all been pretty much with this team. So I think Buddy I think he's doing it right because I love the way this team looks. It's not a flash in the pan Dolphins. It's not a, hey, let's go buy one or two free agents and hopefully we can get lucky with a draft pick and maybe that's going to put us into the playoffs. It's, hey, we're
He just
building
needs
the
to
right.
get that line right.
He does, but they're young, and I think that comes more to the coaching is my point, because we see that it is a struggle and it was a big ask with a lot of young guys. I'm tired of turnover. I'm tired of changing. I'm tired of firing and hiring and getting in this. Unless the next guy coming in is a bad SOB at doing it, and we all know it, then it's like, then we'll take this offensive quarter, then we'll take this offensive line coach. But if it's another guy to learn and this is his deal, and unless it's a
even
promotion,
with that, man, with Parcells, that was somebody you thought for sure would be a home run hire. You just never
but
know.
Parcells came in as czar, bro. He didn't
Yeah.
come in as coach. He didn't come in as GM. He came in as czar, as a consultant. And you know what? He was kind of right, because he said get Sperano, and Sperano did a pretty damn good job. It's just they pulled the plug on Sperano a little early, and they asked a little much of him too, and they didn't give him the support once he started needing it. And when he started bitching about it, then they turned, and that's when they went after Harbaugh, and it got ugly. And I think Ross kind of learned his lesson in that time, because that's why he hung on too long to Philbin, too long to Gase. So he learned those lessons. It's still a ground up, even with this owner, even with this GM, and how we have built a team, because we've been fans for a long time. We've seen it built wrong every way. At this point, bro,
That's so true.
At this point, this is one of the last ways to build it. And if we don't get it right now, we might as well be the Lions. Fuck it. We're done now. We fucked up. We can't do nothing, dude. And that ain't where this is going. That's not where this organization's going. I'm close to South Florida. That's where I live. The energy here, the people here, it's different, bro. We can feel it. We know that this team is playoff and Super Bowl bound in the next 3 to 5 years. Everyone can feel it. And if they don't, we're running every son of a bitch out of town, dude. We'll run the owner. We'll run everyone. These people are ready to go. Positive, good vibes. You'll see me at the tailgate party this weekend with all good vibe people. I watched my guys over at Miami Sports Fanatic show, and they had Doll Freaky on. And if you guys don't know who Doll Freaky is, check her out on Twitter. She's on there all the time, and she said one of the most perfect things before I got to talk to her on there. She goes, we fans have this idea that the way we are and our positive energy and what we are trying to build as a fandom is going to have this positive effect on the team. And she goes, and honestly, even with all the losing we did, we knew that this wasn't going to be the end of the Dolphins world. And they have this super overwhelming, I don't know, call it groupthink, but just good vibes, man. And it's coming into play. And I can't wait to be a part of it and live and in person this Sunday, man, because I'm telling you, here in South Florida, we can feel it. We know it's coming. And we're excited about it. What do you think, Eric? How can, as somebody like Mike, who is in Texas and you're in North Carolina, correct?
Yep.
How do you feel as a displaced Dolphin fan, if you will, from afar?
How do I feel about what?
As what I just said in relevance to this
About
energy
how
around the
building?
team. Yeah, the energy around the team and the state of it.
I mean, like I said before, I bought into it last year when we won 10 games, and then at 1-7, it was falling apart. But I now on this streak, I feel it again, like it's coming together, like it's we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so too, brother.
Yeah,
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't want to say that if we don't win out these next 4 games, the whole season's a waste, because even if we lose, let's say, Titans game or even the Jets game or whatever, at the end of this season, the fact that this team could have easily packed it up
oh hell yeah.
and folded, turned
sure.
on Greer, turned on Flores, turned on Tua, turned on each other.
Yeah.
They didn't. The fact that they even showed the life and the fight
Yeah.
something that you can build on. And I know it sounds like a loser mentality because it's like, all right, well, you win another year, you didn't even make the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. No, that is the culture that needs to be built. The never quit, regardless if you're 1-7 or 7-1 to start the season. You've got to
Never ever
continue
quit.
to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that will take us, because that's the difference.
That's it.
That's the difference between just everything, the mentality of that. And I want to see where it goes from here. But I'm not saying that we're going to win out or we're going to go 0-4 in these next couple games. Like I said, it's not the end all be all.
It's kind of like
you want to see the right attitude.
That's right. That's kind of what I was getting at. It's the right attitude, because when you get into the playoffs, it's that attitude that wins you playoff games.
Yeah.
It's that attitude that wins you Super Bowl. That's exactly right. We've been in playoff mode.
What did we say after that? After we were 1-7, what did I tell you? I said they lose another game,
it's done.
It's done. And I never in my wildest dream thought we were going to run the table.
No, neither.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time,
at this
you
point,
never counted them out. Never counted them out either.
It's feasible.
So
it's feasible.
Yeah. There was
we all knew we had that Texans game up next. And what did we say? We got to win this game.
Yep.
Oh man,
and then we got to win this game.
If we would have lost that Texans game,
it was over.
It was,
but then we had, and then
it
we
was
had
everyone
in
the organization was over after that game.
So not only was it over, Greer and Flo were both.
Greer, Flo, and potentially the owner. I'm telling you,
he might have sold.
The only consistent in all of this screwed up nonsense is him. We gotta, and that's kind of something I'm trying to get behind, and not that I want to look for something bad with all the positive vibes I was just trying to talk about, but he and we get it. He's done everything, putting his money where his mouth is. The stadium, the building Miami and stuff. I mean, he's bought it in every way, but it almost like be patient. And now he is.
So here's the thing. This year, Steven, he was on. I think he's 81 years old, and he's on record. He's saying, "I don't want to wait any longer. Like draft picks don't matter anymore. I want to win now, and I'm going to do what it takes to win now." And so, but I want to get back. I want to touch on one more thing real quick about the energy being in Texas. So I don't know if it's just me or I like to believe it's the way the organization is going now. But when we brought Flores in at that time, he was the only coach with a guaranteed 5-year deal. Nobody else had a guaranteed deal. It was just him. So what you were talking about earlier with Greer that's true, because Greer, he saw the need for consistency. So he guaranteed a man 5 years to fix it. Okay. We're in year 3. So like, it's not even like we're into the years where we're supposed to be winning yet. We're still supposed to be a 500 team, but the energy being in Texas, my best friend is a diehard Cowboy fan. Obviously, we're from Texas. We're in Texas, but dude, no. But here's the deal. Here's how it's changed over the last few years. He went from making fun of me to ready to jump off the Cowboys after 35 years. He was ready to leave the Cowboys and be a Dolphins fan because of how we play the game now. And that's what people are noticing. And I've got one Dolphins fan. One other than my dad that I've met in Texas, and he has been quiet for years, and so was I, because you get tired of trying to defend yourself against an organization that still hasn't won any playoff games either, but they think they're the championships every year. So you have to understand that when you're arguing against these cowgirls that got the strength up, that are ready to pounce on any weakness. Oh, well, we got this many championships, just like Yankee fans. But the thing about they don't understand is like they got 3 of their championships because of one coach. It was Jimmy Johnson, and then that was it. They
got the third one because of him too, bro. Let's get real. I know he wasn't there, but it was because of the team he left.
Barry Switz is trash. He didn't do nothing but coach a bunch of great
all
people.
He did was get a bunch of Miami and top end boys from the South Florida area to win it up.
Yep. But yeah, the energy really is different, and people are recognizing the way they play, and they're respecting them now.
The product,
and that's different.
The product is pretty damn good. And I didn't like the losing, but I didn't call for people's jobs or heads. I mean, bro, these were all guys that were potential GM of the year, potential coach of the year, and in the talks and discussions the last 2 years. They went out. Javon Holland, Jalen Phillips, and
Waddle.
Waddle. Thank you. I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, these guys could win him GM of the year just on what they're doing on the pace they're doing it the last couple weeks. We get in the playoffs, we're talking coach of the year, GM of the year.
Oh
And
I do
yeah.
love that we
maybe
have
they
some
won't.
building
Maybe they
blocks,
won't
though.
win it, but they'll be robbed of it like they were last year. So
Yeah,
what do
yeah.
you think, Eric?
Yeah, I think you definitely got to give Greer credit for those 3 picks. I mean, they're studs.
They are,
Yeah.
buddy.
For sure.
Did
Yep.
you now we had this discussion? Are you a U fan by chance? You grew up down in South Florida. Are you a University of Miami? Yeah, Canes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Everything.
Would it now? It's hard to say in retrospect because we know Rousseau and Phillips, but I had said I would have been happy with either one of them. I just really wanted one of them, so
I would have been happy
thought
with either too.
I thought we were gonna get Rousseau. And I thought Phillips was going to fall. But I was happy. Phillips is who I wanted. I just thought we were going to get Rousseau. So,
I think a lot of people had us getting him too.
They did. They
Yeah,
did. I
a
seen it
lot
on
of
a
people-
couple of
I was-
mocks.
Man, I'm telling you.
The injury concerns, so all the
Well-
concussions.
Yep, and
Yeah.
potential of losing an NFL career, and we worry about that stuff,
Man,
bro.
If you go look at his stats this year though, and I'm not trying to like down you on your point that they both could have been good, but Phillips was by far the better player. Rousseau
No doubt.
over 60% of his pressures came against the Dolphins this year. That's taking advantage of the offensive line we have, right? So you go look at his
Yeah.
numbers against everybody else. He's he's average. Like he's not that great.
I've watched him pretty decently because like I said, I watch everybody.
Yeah.
That game, they let him go off.
Dude,
okay?
like
And
completely.
since then, they've had him more as the edge guy.
Yeah.
And containment on that team. They
Yeah.
knew what they were doing. They said, "Listen, you boy in his house, you gotta let him go," and that's kind of what they did. And I respect them for it. And in that way, it's his hometown team. He's gonna play extra hard. So I understand why he did. But yeah, you're right. And but his role is a little bit different. I think we're going to look at both these boys and go, damn, how do you not win a championship with guys like that? You know what I'm saying? And that's and to not get on the U a little bit, but I
at
think
least
the
win
U,
the ACC.
listen, the U is
Or the
going to
Coastal.
be in the next 2-3 years the U of old. Mark my words, guys. It's gonna
And
happen.
y'all gonna pay everybody to come again?
No, well, you don't pay them.
Isn't everybody?
You got
Weren't you
the,
just
what do
telling
they
me
call them?
Texas is paying all
NIT
the O
deals?
linemen?
Yeah,
Hey, I know. Hey, Texas is paying all their O linemen $50,000 a year just to come play football for the long
Base salary.
base salary. Yeah.
hey, you know what? Get your money, boys. I don't
Hey!
pay to play, dog. Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm a brand.
yeah.
These kids aren't like they used to be. Someone out of Nowheresville, USA. These kids are on TikTok. They got followers. They already got a brand. You try to tell a kid that can go from high school to college that's already making money and say you're not allowed to make money no more on you and your brand. Forget about it, bro.
So
Forget
I
about
got a
it.
question. Who's a player to watch that the Canes got right now?
What's that?
Yeah, I didn't
Who's
hear you.
the player to watch for the Canes right now?
Van Dyke.
Van Dyke, what position? I gotta look at him.
QB,
Quarterback.
man.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
mean, he's Heisman hopeful next year, brother. He's
Right.
Heisman hopeful next year. That boy's gonna be good. All right, here's Miami Sports. Flo did make a mistake. Take a step back. First 8 games to allow.
We all agree with that.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
1,000,000,000%. I think I think Boyer can do his job. I just don't think the delivery is getting done. You know what I'm saying? When it's kind of like when
I think
you know.
Flo's learned a lot of lessons though these first
Sure,
2.5
sure.
years.
they're
And I
all
think
growing.
one of them is that. I think the other lesson is the most frustrating thing about the Phillips thing this year. And I know you remember, Chris, I talked about it from the beginning. It's so frustrating. I get what Flores wants to do with guys where he wants them to be multiple and learn all these different things. But my thing is a young guy with like Phillips, he's special at rushing the passer. If that's what you drafted him for, that's what got him as a first round pick. Let him do that first, and then you build on that. He tried doing it backwards by having him drop into coverage and play
know what?
linebacker. And
I
so
gotta-
he's learning on that. And the other thing is when he had Minka and basically pissed him off to the point where he forced the trade, because he was trying to do the same thing. He's trying to get him to do things. And I think that he learned the lesson from Minka, and that's the reason why he didn't do the same thing with Javon.
I think you may be
And I-
right
Well,
about
hang
Minka.
on, no, hang
Well,
on,
hold
hang
on,
on.
hold on a second, Mike. Hold on a second.
Okay,
We're gonna be
okay.
bringing on one of our guys from Miami Sports Fanatics.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's going on?
It's Gio, right?
That's right. That's
What's
right.
up,
When
brother?
it's
What's up,
Batman,
Gio?
it'll say Batman.
Yeah, well, it only says Miami Sports Fanatics Show. It doesn't have your name up there.
No, because usually since basically it started off like Miami Sports Fanatics Show, the system just recognized it like that. But when I'm on my StreamYard account, basically my broadcasting, it has it saved.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I know. I see it says Gio and then the host of, and then it has you
Yep.
on there and stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen you on there, doggy. So
But I mean, do y'all think I'm crazy with that as far as Flores learning his lessons as he's
I don't
going?
I don't think so, man. I was here. I think one of your buddies was gonna say it too. The thing is that Javon Holland, before he got drafted to the Dolphins,
Mhm.
I think he himself said that he's willing to do anything,
Whatever
and
he wants. Yeah.
any
Yeah, no.
defensive coordinator asked him things that Minka really didn't say, but you had his coach Nick Saban come out and say, "Oh, he's a jack of all trades." He can do this, he can do that. He's like a Swiss Army knife. It come to be, Minka wanted to play just one position,
that's
So
exactly
so that's
right.
why Javon. But you know what? That's why you see Javon Holland balling the fuck out.
He
So-
does,
Yeah, no,
bro.
I'm not saying that he's doing it because if he would have, tried to play Holland at multiple spots, he would have requested a trade too. I'm just saying that I think Flores is starting to learn that with these guys that are special, because that was the thing about Holland. He was coming out, not only could he do everything or he was willing to do everything, he had special ball hawking skills. I mean, we heard him all the way from
100%.
training camp,
100%.
all that.
In
And
Oregon.
he lets him, and he trusted him because I think he showed early on in camp and everything
So
that not only could he handle the playbook, but that he was, if you kind of take the handcuffs off of him and let him play, he can force turnovers. He can make a difference. And he's
Not
doing
only
but-
that, only that, if Minka would have bought in, because at the end of the day, this is really what it was. If Minka would have bought in to the defensive scheme, Minka would have been. Minka's a good player. That's the sad
He's a
thing about
two-time
Minka.
All-Pro, man.
That's
So
the
he's
sad.
he's
That's the sad
getting what he
thing.
wants. He's getting what he wants in Pittsburgh.
That's the sad thing about that player, man. He could have been outstanding doing what Javon Holland is doing right now. But the fact that
Javon
he
Holland
didn't buy
and Minka
into
were
it-
back there. What a show
Yeah.
that
Bro,
would be, bro.
the fact that he didn't buy into it, and you have this kid, Javon Holland, that was picked in the second round, bro.
Yep.
In the
Still.
second round, and Minka was taken in the 13th,
13th.
Yeah.
15th overall, and you have this first round talent picked in the second,
Yep.
and is balling like
But
nobody.
like I said, not just the Holland and Minka. Like I said, you're starting to see it with the Jalen Phillips. He's playing more of just coming
They
in
made
for
him
pass
take
rushing.
Jalen Phillips too. They should have let him from the jump.
That was
just-
my argument too, and I argued it with Chris from the beginning because he started off slow, and I said he's special at something. Let him be special.
So-
What do you
Then
think, Mike? What do you think,
will
Mike?
play him on.
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. But Brian Flores has built a defense, and he's built an entire. He's trying to build an entire team full of multiples. Everybody can play every position. It doesn't matter what position you play on a defensive line. You can play outside. You can drop into coverage. That's what cover zero is. He needs people that can play wherever he asks them to play. That cover zero doesn't work unless you got Brandon Jones and Javon Holland being able to get back deep and cover the deep routes if there are any that beat the coverage because the sack doesn't happen, or he's asking you to drop out of cover zero, go cover the tight end, and he is asking Javon Holland to play every position in the secondary and Brandon Jones.
The Patrick
And-
Chung roll. The Patrick
Dude,
Chung roll.
And,
There you
and
go.
you've got Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu reincarnated on the same team, and I know nobody gives Brandon Jones his respect. The dude learned that Brandon Jones learned the entire playbook before he knew he was getting drafted by the Dolphins because he was on their list. He's a
Yep.
smart guy, just like Troy Polamalu knew where to be whenever it was going to happen. He showed up, and Ed Reed brought the lumber, and he went and got that ball. And dude, the secondary right now, I'm telling you, I said it earlier, the 0-1 Ravens, I've never seen a more a deep secondary with Needham coming in the slot. This team is, and then if Igubanagani ever gets out of his own head, he could be good too. But why is he wearing number 9? He looks so weird out there.
Where you see Trill Williams?
Yeah. I got that.
What do you think, Eric?
About what?
I mean, about the whole argument of insanity, because I have an idea, and I'll leave with this. I think that it is completely brilliant by design, because look at the state of the NFL right now. While the year gets late and teams are losing players to IR, to COVID, to everything, we have guys in every position as much as we can on offense and everywhere on defense to fill the gap, not with someone who can just fill a gap, but can execute to keep this defense and this defensive plan being what they want. Multiple, and you don't know shit. Who's coming? Who's going? It is brilliant.
Our defensive tackles. How many defensive tackles do we have that can just come in and ball in? That's why we rotate them every 5 plays.
Exactly right. And you don't know if this defensive tackle's throwing a stunt move and coming around on the edge, because every single one of them can do it. It is the most brilliant game plan, and it was growing pains, Dolphin fans. And now we're reaping the rewards, and God willing, we're going to end up in the playoffs, and whoever gets us in the playoffs is fucked. I don't care who you are. You're in deep shit if you face this defense in the playoffs, because Miami going to go fire on everybody, bro. Fire.
So, Brandon, I didn't want to.
Oh, my bad, Mike. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, Brandon, I didn't want to try to shoot you down on your point. I just needed to Flores from the beginning. That was his whole concept was, and that's why Minka's gone, and that's why Laramie Tunsil was gone, because all he cared about was pass blocking. He didn't want to run block. They had to make that deal. He walked in the office, saw the board, and said, "Well, I'd do that deal. Why not?" With Houston,
bro. Listen, that was a good old fashioned fleece right there, brother. We needed that.
When that happened,
even Laramie Tunsil's like, "Holy shit, man!"
That day when that happened, me and Chris talked about it, and we were like, "Look, you were gonna have to pay him soon anyways.
Yeah,
but you're talking about the picks we got for it.
Done
in a heartbeat.
Forget about it.
I don't even care. The same trade, I'll do it again today.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
How could you not?
How could you not?
Real quick, and I'll step out. But if you didn't buy into doing whatever they asked you to do, which is playing, and you have to have multiple play styles, you have to have multiple positions you can play. They've shown it. Flores, since he got here, has mixed and matched every player on the offensive line, moved them around, see where they're best fit. He's asking you to be able to do everything because the Patriot way was next man up, and they were always perfect. They always came in and did exactly what they were supposed to do.
The Patriot way is do your job.
Well, and that's what he's doing in Miami.
Your job is defensive line, not defensive tackle. Your job is defensive back, not corner or safety. Your job
I made a great point a little bit ago, man. The reason why these defenses, they work when everybody gels is because really it only takes one person to miscommunicate for that shit to fall apart.
It really does, especially with the complexity of this defense. And this Sunday, we finna see a rookie quarterback who's got 6 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and he'll be the next quarterback in New York to see ghosts here directly.
Guys, don't forget, when you guys get to the game, I'm going to start my live stream like 30 minutes before game starts.
Fire, brother. Fire, man.
I want to see all you guys are seeing. You guys could jump on how we showed you. Jump on the StreamYard.
Yep.
Flip the camera and go wild. I want to see that stadium. I want to see everybody. If you see some Jets fans, you tell them what they think the outcome of this game is going to be so that they have the audacity to say we're going to win. So that you can
There's no fucking way that there's Jets fans that are going there to see their team win, bro. There's just no way, bro. And not the ones that are living in Miami. These are realistic people, bro. Oh man, he dropped out. Everybody get Gio back on here. Yeah, guys. Well, you heard Gio, all three of you. In the comment section on YouTube, there'll be a StreamYard link. Hop in, talk some football with him. He would love to get in. Gio and the guys over at Miami Sports Fanatics, man, we are learning to tie ourselves at the hip. I'll be hanging out with Batman down there. He's going to help me with setting up things. We're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. at the game. I've got some Dolphins swag. I got some Dolphins cards. I'm going to be going over to the guys over at Dolphins Talk. I'm going to get them some food. I'm going to hopefully put good food and good positive vibes in everyone around me. And, just try to be who I am, brother. I'm kind of the dude that gets a little turned, gonna maybe do some dancing. Who knows? Chuck out
One of
some.
these days I'll get down there with you.
You come now, brother. I'll get you hooked up, man. I'll
Hey,
call
take one of the
whoever.
tickets I gave out.
Yeah. Oh, listen, got them fixed up, bro. All the tickets are fixed
I got
up.
you 2 tickets. Oh, heck yeah, you did.
I got them all fixed up, bro. I got
Oh,
everyone
rock on.
taken care of, going to great people. They're all
Rock
meeting us
on.
there.
Rock on.
Gio's brother's actually getting some of them tickets,
Oh,
man.
hell yeah. That's
So,
dope.
yep, it's going to be great, man. The circle continues to grow. The network continues to grow.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm going to let you go, brother. Anytime, every time, hit me up on messaging. Shoot me a text message of your phone, man. I'd like to stay connected a little bit closer off things and stuff like that. All right, Eric. I'll see you next time, brother.
Hey,
Take care,
pleasure,
bro.
brother. Pleasure.
So yeah, guys. Well, in the future, hopefully 1, 2, or all 3 of us will be able to call out the games live. We'll have to figure out how we're not jumping over each other. But Gio is the man. Gio and Batman, they can call games really good. You heard him. He just gave you guys an open invitation to come on with him and do stuff. I know he's going to bring other people on. So please check it out. Holler at our boys. Make sure, subscribe, share the shit out of the videos. Dig in the deep, dark corners for the lonely Dolphin fan in Montana that wishes he had a place to talk shit because he's surrounded by a bunch of assholes. You know what I'm saying? Surrounded by a bunch of assholes. We trying to get you guys in here. And like Mike on the mic in friggin' Texas, got to listen to these Dallas fans who crow the loudest, bro. We know they do because I can hear them from Dallas and South Florida. So
Mike brought it tonight too. Mike brought it tonight.
Yeah, of course he brought it. He came out here. He came out here with his hat on, ready to get turned.
Yeah,
shit. What was that?
Yeah. He had a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
the whole
he did,
breakdown.
Brother. That's what we're all trying to do. We're real football fans. We're real Dolphin fans. If you're someone like this, reach out, guys. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. My email's easy to find. We're giving away tickets. We give away prizes. I always give away cards. I got fucking cards like you guys don't believe, bro. I will never run out of cards. So I always want to give some cards away. Be sure to check out the pregame show on Sunday. I'm gonna have it for the link for you guys to hop on while I'm sitting live, not dissimilar to what we have. It be mainly because if I run into troubles, you guys might have to take over, honestly. But just 30 minutes before the game, we're going to log this thing down, go see the guys over at Miami Sports Fanatic. We're a family here. We want to intertwine together, and we all bleed aqua and orange. And, that's all it comes down to, guys. So we're going to close this up. Listen, the betting this week, guys, this is the bet episode. Be careful, everybody. All right. Don't be friggin' taking some Christmas money thinking, ooh, I'm gonna get, my kid, I'm gonna get my kid the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip if I win this bet. You best not, motherfucker. Don't be doing that shit. Save the money, go get the Kung Fu grip. Don't be trying to get the Kung Fu grip and a watch for yourself. Don't be an asshole. All right, guys. That's it for At the Fins Tailgate. I am El Capitan, Chris Adams, Brandon the Bookie, Mike on the mic. Thanks for Eric to coming by, man. Hopefully we'll see more of Eric. And Gio came by from Miami Sports Fanatic. Batman, I will see you soon, dog, this weekend. I got a couple of things to go over with you, a couple of bits. I got an idea, brother. A little Batman Joker bit I've been working on, man. I think I told you a little bit about it, but I'll show you a little bit we got going, man. All right, guys. Thanks. God bless, and go Dolphins.